Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And Mariota going to put it up right away.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
On 3rd down, Mariota. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that ball to creep into a
touchdown 49ers. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 56 yards.
Mariota.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Throwing, Mariota.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
The Niners hit a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk from 13 yards out. And the Niners are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Nothing the score. This is the NFL.
Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Mariota. Zacchaeus here hauling it in.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Mariota's throw into the hands of Ferkser here.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota puts it on the carpet. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was that 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Throwing again on second and 10. Lance. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. On 3rd and long, it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Lance now on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15 local time for that one out in Southern California. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's McLeod on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Lance gets this one to use check.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. And the Falcons now are going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Mariota on 1st down. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. McLeod to return it. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Here we go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before half for Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looking really, really sharp.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Here we go, set. Right, check, quick, yellow.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And it's fielded at the 34.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10.
At the 45.
Working from the gun. Lance. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
On 1st down, Lance.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Here's Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again.
Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. And that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst.
Back now here on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mariota. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Play action. Now it's Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
17. Long red. Field flat.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
1st and 10 now for the Falcons, and Mariota
at their own 21. To throw is Mariota.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota.
Got London on a slant.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. And caught right side, Green.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Mariota again. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mariota. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Drake Jackson
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
The sack backs him up, so now Mariota in Atlanta dealing with a 3rd and long.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
3rd and long here for Mariota.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing the Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because we are grading them on their performance in this game. A lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This is
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
with the extra point, and it is 42-0. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
You see this a lot on corner blitzes because they don't often get a shot at the quarterback, so they want to take it when they can. But this time, the hit came too late. Easy call for the official.
Mariota now to throw on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. To try again after the sack, Mariota. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. Now it looks like he'll throw here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Black shot. Red green. Cheetah. Cheetah. Ready?
From the gun, it's Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ready? Play.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Lance looks to throw again. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them,
toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Time to get our first look at one of the star faces of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes and his Kansas City offense. Really the gold standard among NFL offenses since he became the starter in 2018.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Here comes the rookie 7th-round pick. It's Isaiah Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Now Mahomes.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for KC. 47 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. And I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now here is Trey Lance leading this 49er offense onto the field. Some very big expectations for the 2nd-year signal caller.
Hurry!
Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Lance.
And his pass incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. They got to play each game individually. Right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Lance now on 1st down.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. McCaffrey is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff. Got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19. And the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He'll try again. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A kind of a throwback weekend for our primetime games here in Week 7. Later tonight, a couple of the great AFC teams of the 70s do battle. The Steelers and Dolphins from Miami on Sunday night. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Bears and Patriots from Foxborough. A rematch of Super Bowl 20. Bears won that one 46-10. But fear not for the Patriots, if I remember correctly. And they've won a few in the years following. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And some space here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Lance looking to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now is Lance. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Lance trying to urge his offense to go quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Lance again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Brandon Ayuk. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. Making his presence felt early in this one. 1st half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's complete to Toney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Looking to throw is Mahomes. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Mahomes again.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. This is caught.
And the 49ers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
And Lance now to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached half. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, the offense that you're already in the first half, he'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On play action, Lance.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 25 yards that time.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
79 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Lance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the sack on first down,
Lance.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkowski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Taken in at the 3. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now here in Santa Clara. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football?
because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Throwing again on second down. Lance. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From midfield, here's Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Young. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. This is McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Push it. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will...
Slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now here comes Kansas City. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They're probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Samson Abuka in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. On 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes.
With no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mahomes now on 1st down.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Ambry Thomas. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Ready, set.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He's going to let it go again.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.